brings you to the Valdez Summer Party?
Basically, the plan is to try and put on a charity event in Val d'Isere, a skiing. It's called the Val Distance Challenge, so it's like a marathon ski event. So we are very lucky that Cecile from the Val d'Isere Tourism Board has invited us here and is fully behind it. So that is a plan. It's going to be in March next year, end of March. So that's the plan.
You've involved 3 amazing charities. What made you choose them?
Basically, I mean, you get drawn to charities because they probably have a personal connection with you in some ways, and I assume that means England's just scored,
good,
or they've just missed a goal or something. So my dad's got Parkinson's, so that one is very, very close to my heart. And then obviously playing rugby all my life, injuries happen, but you don't want the catastrophic injuries to happen. And Matt Hampson, who was playing for England under 21s at rugby and fractured, dislocated his neck, and suffered the worst injury you possibly could get. And he started a foundation, and it's all about getting busy living, and skiing's about getting busy living. And I think with him, and he then works with the Wings for Life charity, which is all about repairing spinal injuries. So all of them sort of fit together quite nicely. And there are bad injuries on slopes as well, and I think it all works with skiing.
So you said your dad suffers from Parkinson. How do you process news like that?
If I was honest, it was a bit blasé at the start. I think it's 15, 16 years ago, 2003 it was, and you just don't see changes very quickly with Parkinson's. So you don't really, you go, okay, that's really bad, and at that time you would have thought sort of Muhammad Ali, and there's a few people out there who had Parkinson's. I don't think Michael J. Fox had quite got it yet, but so you're like, okay, I see what happens, but it's the degenerative side of it and how it is now, and it's only over the last 4 years, also since I've retired, that you sort of see how much of an effect it has changed. And the guy who used to play rugby with you in the garden when you were a kid and teach you all your basic skills around rugby, and suddenly he's not that guy anymore, and he's struggling for his strength, and he's got a lot of muscle wastage. And I think it's sort of then when it really dawns on you, and unfortunately by then it's probably too late. So a lot of it is about recognising it early, and a lot of people avoid the sort of signs in the early stages and try and sort of go into a bit of denial about it. But if you can get out there and you can just go and see someone and get diagnosed early, even if you do have it, there are a lot of preventative issues and preventative ways that you can sort of prolong and the onset. But what we're interested in at the Cure Parkinson's Trust is basically stopping, reversing it, and hopefully we can do that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Does he know that you're involved in the charity
and
working towards it?
Yeah, he does.
Proud?
He does. I do a golf day every year, which raises money for it. And I was very fortunate to the founder of the Cure Parkinson's Trust is a guy called Tom Isaacs, and unfortunately he died last year, but he got to come to the golf day once, and was an inspirational man, and hopefully we can keep the work that he set off.
So Val d'Isere is an incredible resort. Any family holidays planned there?
No, we went there last year. We had a great time there. The YSE guys looked after us, but that was basically just to figure out whether it would work and meet a few people. And so we had a week out there, and it was great.
What does a family holiday look like for you? Because I'm sure it's changed so much since you.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, when I was still playing rugby and Zara was riding, what didn't really look like much, because my season ran from July to June, and her season runs from March till October. So fortunately she can plan her own, so we used to find a week in there, but it was only ever sort of a week. So since I retired, it allows us to do a little bit more, but it's mainly around the Christmas time, and we do some work for the Magic Millions down in Australia. So this year we had 6 weeks down there as a holiday, because well, exactly, and Mia last year, before Mia goes to school, so we won't be able to do it again. So that's sort of what it looks like now. What is it going to look like now when Mia's at school is going to be changed probably again, so we're going to have to figure it out.
I have a child too, and I can think about it. Now it's perfect, you could go anywhere, but then you're tired.
Yeah.
Now you've just become a dad to another baby, but you look amazing, and Zara and you were out last week, so you're obviously coping really, really well.
We're doing all right at the moment. had a couple of bad nights with her, but otherwise she's started off strong, so hopefully she can go that way.
How has Mia adjusted as a big sister?
Very happy to be a big sister. I think she is happy about that, so she's getting on well.
Have you done the typical thing where big sister gives little sister gives big sister a present so they don't get jealous and they know that that little a bit of a trick?
I think we're lucky that people who have sent presents have also thought about Mia. So she's getting stuff to open as well, which is good.
On baby name, I had a baby. It was very complicated to get one name already for first child. Second, was that difficult?
No, I don't think we have. Even with Mia, we didn't sort of have a name sort of ready, and we didn't say him this time, and we just put a list that we liked, and that's why it took a little bit of time to get to the one that we both agreed and liked, and then it was Lena. So
you have a good sense of humour. How did the royal family deal with that? I'm sure you get along with Prince Philip.
How did they deal with it? Well, they haven't said anything bad, so I'm taking that as a positive.
They accept it.
Yeah.
I need to ask
because the majority of that, I think, would let you know if they find it funny. So far so good.
So far so good. I have to ask you. I know you're into football, but are you a Love Island fan?
No.
No, you haven't watched it at all.
Not 1 second of
Gutted.
Love Island.
Neither Zara.
No.
Absolutely gutted. I thought you were going to give me a good question then.
No.
Good answer. A very last cheeky question. Now, your mother-in-law always bugged you about the nose coming up to the wedding, and you've got an amazing new look. What has been the reaction?
What's been the reaction?
I don't think it hasn't been. For,
I don't think.
appearance.
I would say that I did have it done 6 weeks before anyone actually noticed, in terms of media-wise. So it's been fine. It's been exactly the reaction that I wanted, so it was fine.
Discreet, very discreet.
Yeah, no, they've done. Look, I was getting a lot of headaches and stuff, and my sinuses were fully shut, so he had to drill me some new ones. So it needed to be done in the end. Yeah.
Good. Well, you look amazing. Thank you so much.
Very kind. You didn't. I know you had to say that, but you
no,
didn't have
honestly,
to.
you do. You do. Thank you so much.